on Rolling Stone, accusing them of planning the Capitol Hill protest on January 6th.
Now, Texas Congressman Louis Gohmert tweeting, quote, for the purpose of a potential defamation lawsuit against those making baseless accusations of a crime, I need to know who these persons are who are alleging that I helped. And Congressman Gohmert joins us now himself. Now, that part of the tweet, Congressman, you went on to say your response, official response, was that no one in your office, including yourself, participated in the planning of the rally or in any criminal activity on January 6th. Right. So who are these people making these accusations?
Right. Well, that's exactly what we need to know. If it's the Rolling Stone itself, then that's what we need to know. It's easy to figure out who to serve with lawsuit papers there. But this goes back, Heather, to last year, not long after January 6th. I didn't participate. I was asked to, but with all that was going on, I didn't have time. I didn't help plan. But afterwards, there was a rumor going around through the lamestream media that, gee, there's a rumor that the people that participated as leaders of January 6 events had a tour of the Capitol the night before, and everybody knows that Louis Gohmert leads more tours of the Capitol than anybody. Ergo, Gohmert must have taken them on a tour. I mean, just total rank speculation, and there was nothing to it. I have not led a tour of the Capitol since COVID stuff started, March a year and a half ago. So it was totally baseless. It continues to be, and I'm sick of this stuff being read. I said out loud, but also the Rolling Stone reporter referred to me using a feminine pronoun, and I was totally triggered. I've been looking for a safe space, trying not to be harmed anymore from being misgendered. But anyway, it is what it is. But it's bad enough just being accused of something I had nothing to do with.
Maybe you can get a passport and put X on it because they make that available now. By the way, in last week's hearing,
I saw that.
You asked Attorney General Garland about whether the protests are being classified as an insurrection and about the FBI's alleged involvement. Listen to his answer.
Has any defendant involved in the January 6 events been charged with insurrection?
I don't believe so.
Were any of those people who broke glass and did damage to those doors working for the FBI or other federal law enforcement entities?
This is an ongoing criminal investigation, and I'm really not at liberty to discuss.
Were those people that were employed by the FBI or federal entities, or were they confidential informants?
Again, I don't know those specifics, but I do not believe that any of the people you're mentioning charged in the indictment were either one.
Let me start with this, Congressman. Why is the term insurrection notable to you, whether they're charged with insurrection? Why is that important?
Because on the floor of the House of Representatives, virtually every Democrat at one time or another has called the events of January 6th an insurrection. Bob, you can't have an insurrection unless somebody, at least one person involved, was engaged in insurrection. Otherwise, it wasn't an insurrection. And now we're finding out more and more information about people involved. And if you noticed, Garland has been accused of a lot of things, but being stupid is not one of them. He qualified that answer that nobody, to his knowledge, was working basically with the FBI that was involved and charged. Well, of course, they haven't charged their own people, but we're seeing more and more ties with people that apparently had involvement with some federal entity and likely the FBI. So this is a matter that definitely needs to be investigated beyond what the January 6th Commission is doing. They're just looking for Republicans to throw stones at. We need to know the truth about that day.
Right. Do you anticipate legal action against Rolling Stone as a result of this article if their allegations are not true?
We're going to look and see how they respond from here, because that all plays into whether there are damages, how much damages based on the response.
All right.
So we'll see. But if they continue to play these kind of insulting games, then, yeah, we'd need to take action.
Okay. Congressman Louis Gohmert, thank you, sir.
It's great to be with you. Thank you.
Okay. Turning now.